What's going on? What's going on? My name is Deshaun Lyons, and this is
Marquise Till.
And this is On the Dotted Line. This is the first topic we're going to discuss. It's going to be the top 5 things you wouldn't say in public, but you'll say behind closed doors. The topic is locker room talk. Locker room talk.
Yep.
So, we could go from the bottom up. I could say with me, one of the things that I wouldn't say in public, but I'll say behind closed doors, is cursing, of course. You know, especially if you doing a show like this, or you in a public setting, or you at work, you don't want to be cursing like wild crazy, because you don't want people to look at you like, oh, you disrespectful, you're vulgar and all of that, so I curse like a mug. I curse like a mug behind closed doors, but when you in a work setting, or you out in the public, you don't want to be cursing like that. It's not a good look. So I know a lot of people will agree with that. That cursing is one of the things that you try not to say in public, but I know everybody do it behind closed doors. They're like, beep, 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 beep. I wish we had a little beat that when we curse, we could do that. But cursing would be number 5 on my list. What about you, Keith? What you think?
Well, I agree. You're not going to curse at work.
Nah.
I know I'm not going to curse at work. My job's strict. They don't play those games. That's a write-up. Possibly get fired for stuff like that.
Right. Especially if you work doing like retail or customer service. You can't be saying like, get the bleep out of here. You can't say that, or get the bleep out my face,
Absolutely. Oh, another thing that you wouldn't say out in public, well, keeping the trend of the job going, you wouldn't talk about your boss. If you got one of those bosses that's a a-hole, they're annoying, they get on your nerves, they're always telling you what to do when you know what to do. If you've been there for 5 years straight, right, 10 years, they tell you the same thing. It's like, I know.
Yeah,
but
you can't disrespect your boss.
Yeah, you can't.
Well, you won't. It's not like you can't. You won't do it because you'll lose your job. That's not going to happen.
They send you home in a heartbeat.
Right. And this topic is, like, I created this topic because, Donald Trump, he got a lot of flack. You remember last year when he said what he said about, about the young lady, like, if you have money, you can get whatever chick you want. And things like that is locker room talk. People get so offended because how society is now, it's ultra sensitive now. But some of the wild, crazy things people say behind closed doors, they'll be getting dragged in the public,
PC. Politically correct.
It's political correct, That's how it is now. Especially you have many platforms. Alright, so number 4 on my list will probably be, see, this is crazy, man. You wanna go in front of it? Or no?
Man, listen, I don't, I'm a little nervous to. Well, no, I'm not nervous.
Go ahead, man.
One of the things that people talk about, and I'm not saying me. I'm not saying me, but I'm saying other people. I know people like to talk about homosexuality.
Oh man, yes.
Behind closed doors, because now everything is politically correct.
Right.
And with the whole LGBT thing, they have their movement. They're trying to get their rights and all of that, which is fine. Ain't nothing wrong with it. But I know a lot of people that have a lot of crazy stuff to say about homosexuality.
Yeah, a lot of people.
Talk about it.
Yeah, a lot of people, when it comes to homosexuality, people have a lot of messed up things to say behind closed doors. And that person could be like he could be like a regular person, and he don't mean no harm or no ill will. But a lot of people say some crazy stuff about them, like like the word that everybody say about gay people or whatever. Not gonna say it here.
Oh, the F word?
Yes. Yes. They say that a lot. And they don't just say it to gay people, they just say it to people, period. Or whatever. Especially if they mad at them. So I could definitely see what Marquis saying. Number 4 on my list will probably be the N-word.
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah.
We could all right, let's just stick with like other races, right? Especially Caucasian people. I know for a fact they say that word behind closed doors. I know for a fact that it could be like, especially if it's somebody black. They could be like, oh, this black, N-word, this black this black that. I know they say behind closed doors. Or even, it was a video on World Star. It was a concert, and I believe it was Travis Scott and the dude. It was Kendrick Lamar. And the white Kendrick Lamar saw the white boy said the N-word, but he said it like in Kendrick Lamar's lyrics. He was rapping lyrics and he was saying it. And Kendrick Lamar, he was just playing with it. He said, "What you say?" He said, "Nah, you good. It's only lyrics." But it's real uncomfortable when your white friend is next to you and he's y'all rapping the lyrics and he have to watch his mouth like, I don't want to say it. But behind closed doors, he is rapping that with pride. He's saying the N-word, like, especially that YG song. My nigga. He's saying, he going crazy. He like, my nigga. So, I could say, as far as the racial slur, I could see other races using that word a lot, especially when they rapping. If they rapping with the lyrics or certain songs, they saying that. So I could say racial slur, and Marquis said, homosexuality. So that's all the slur language that people say behind closed doors, but they wouldn't say in public.
Oh yeah. And going back to the gay thing, how I see it, that's your business.
Right.
That's your business. Whatever you do, that's your business.
That's your business, right.
The way I look at it, I'm not God. I'm not your parents. I'm not none of that. That's your business, whatever you choose to do. Exactly. I have no problem with it. Don't make me no never mind.
Oh, and another one popped up in my mind too, man. This might be my number 3 or whatever.
I see it coming. I think I know what it is too.
Women. The things that we say about women.
Oh wow. Okay, it was different than what I was thinking.
Oh damn, what you was thinking?
Something about religion, but
put it for you. That's for your number 3.
Religion. Yeah.
So go ahead. I'll go after you. So you said religion.
Oh yeah. People with different religions, different belief systems. Like it's a lot of things people say about certain other religions.
Yeah.
Behind closed doors that they're not gonna say out loud.
Oh, of course not.
And that's where we have a lot of tension coming at.
Yeah, especially in this country, especially when it comes to Muslims.
Oh,
they look at them like they're terrorists and stuff like that, and the media they create this narrative that Muslims is like that. So some of the things that they probably saying behind closed doors to them is probably wild crazy. It's probably wild crazy and wild disrespectful. So the Muslim religion is definitely probably one of the number one things that, the messed up things that people say behind closed doors they wouldn't say in public.
Islam,
right.
Yep.
They would not say in public.
Or Christianity.
What? Like,
like if somebody is not a Christian, you can imagine what they would say about a Christian. Like if, for example, if somebody's a Muslim, and then that's where the misunderstanding comes in too.
Right.
Because I believe it's Islam. They don't follow Jesus.
No, they don't.
They don't follow Jesus, so
they follow somebody. They follow who?
Muhammad?
Yeah,
the
Muhammad.
teachings of Muhammad.
Right, the teachings of Muhammad. But with Christianity, I see people be wild, disrespectful, and not even care. I be saying some joints like on social media that people like Jesus, he ain't coming. Like they be saying stuff like that. He ain't coming, or if you black, why you a Christian? I see it anyway. I don't feel like people hold that in. They don't say it. They scared to say that and whatever, unless they in the like I said, unless they have the cameras in their face, unless they in the media, unless they have a show that they doing or they want to see it, and they won't say nothing crazy like that. But I see it on social media. You know, I definitely see it on social media. But it's a lot of trolls on social media. People will say whatever.
Oh, hold up. Cut the music real quick.
Uh-oh.
Because I remember something. Well, the music didn't get cut. That's good. But it was somebody that got fired from CNN not too long ago.
Yeah, it was. Oh, and that's, damn, what's his name? And he was on the Breakfast Club, and he got fired because they felt like he disrespected Israel.
Yeah, he was talking about Palestine, and
Yeah,
it almost seemed like he was taking the side of
Palestine over Israel, and he got fired. He lost his job. So certain things you can't say when you on that platform. Like the way he said it, it didn't sound crazy. It just seemed like he was taking one side. But when he was trying to say, like, basically everybody, you know, should be loving everybody. It shouldn't be we only care about Israel. We should be caring about everybody. That's what he was trying to say.
Mark Lamont Hill.
Yeah, Mark Lamont Hill, right. You know, when you have a public platform like that, that's big like that, you can't say crazy stuff. That's why my number 3 was women. You can't. A lot of people was getting dragged for what they say back in the day, because remember, hip hop culture, you know, some of the stuff they was using the B word. It was like wild, crazy things that was like regular, but now it's like it's crazy. It's crazy. Like people like, you know, you disrespected women, you don't like women, and the feminist movement, they'll be on your behind about that. They'll be on your behind about that. So definitely when you talk about women, you're not gonna say that. You're not gonna get away with that. Like Stephen A. Smith, he was on First Take, and the situation what happened to Ray Rice and his girl, where Ray Rice pretty much tiger uppercutted his girl. So he pretty much tiger uppercutted her. And then he dragged her out the elevator. And they was on First Take. So basically Stephen A. Smith said everybody just need to keep their hands to their damn self. And the thing was, because she spit on him and she hit him first. And then he tiger uppercut on him. And Stephen A. Smith said, yo, everybody should keep their hands to themselves. And he got suspended for that. So things like that, it can be something as light as that. Even women will be the people that's in control of ESPN that are women. They're going to hold you accountable for that. So you're not going to say that in public anymore. He's not going to say that. His whole approach about domestic violence completely changed. His tone completely changed. When you're on a public platform like that, you cannot say that at all. You cannot say that at all. Especially you don't create your own narrative.
Right about that. What I will say is this, and I don't want nobody to take this the wrong way, but nowadays everything is ultra sensitive to the point where it's a little aggravating.
Right.
Sometimes, like it's a little aggravating to the extreme that people take it nowadays. I mean, don't get it twisted. At the end of the day, yes, watch what you say.
Watch what you say.
You know, don't disrespect anybody, and you do have to be conscientious of other people's feelings. Yes,
exactly.
But nowadays it's just certain things. It's like it's crazy how people get dragged and hung for saying certain things.
Saying, you know, just saying anything. It's like it's crazy, and that goes for. I'm breezing by this joint, man. So we said that. I would say number 2 is conspiracy theorists. They get like, just because if you want to say critical thinkers, if you want to say that, okay, you let them live. Okay, that's how they think. They don't trust certain things in society that they see. They're like, maybe that's not true. Maybe I want to look into that, and they believe certain things. Probably like the hoax of 9/11, like they say, or you know. What else? What else like a crazy conspiracy thing?
Oh, the Illuminati.
The Illuminati, or the Earth is flat. Like, you know, if you say that in the media, you might lose your life for something like that. You might lose your life because you're jeopardizing somebody's of course, accountability, because what happened, these things are true and they know it's true. You might be in trouble. You might be in trouble. So conspiracy theories, I would say number 2, that some of the things that you see like on YouTube, so you can't say that in public. You'll get dragged for that.
And then a lot of that stuff, there's no way to confirm a lot of that stuff.
Right.
There's like no real way you can confirm a lot of that stuff anyway. But yeah, people like I'm trying to remember the guy's name. But I remember he was always in the media. He always had a conspiracy theory, and he was like the laughing stock of.
You talk about Alex Jones?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like people see him as like the laughing stock because some of the things he said, he kind of backed himself into a corner, and he couldn't come up with the proof for certain things. So.
And that's why I say
that's a slippery slope.
And that's why I say with them, if they don't back it up with no facts or no evidence, they're gonna look wild crazy, and they're gonna get you out of there. So that's the thing with conspiracy theories. I would definitely say number 2 with that you can't say certain things, in the public, but you would say behind closed doors amongst your people, if you want to quote unquote say locker room talk.
Right.
So what will be your number 2?
I'm running with what you said.
Oh, conspiracy theory?
Because that's true.
Right.
A lot of people get dragged for that.
Right.
Straight through the mud.
And, okay, well, I would say number 1. Number 1 will be fat shaming.
Fat shaming?
Fat shaming.
Oh, yeah, fat
shaming. You would not tell your girl she's fat. Fellas, you would not tell your girl she's fat.
Yo, would be the doghouse.
You would be
sleeping on that couch.
Dragged. You would not say that. Like, fat shaming. The reason why I say number 1, because a lot, especially women, they don't want to be called fat. They don't want to be called, I put an extra weight on. I put some pounds on me. I don't feel pretty anymore. Like, you would not say that, but behind closed doors, you tell like, my girl getting big as hell or whatever. Like, I gotta, man, for me to be able to have sex with her, I gotta lift up extra meat or whatever. It smelled like straight ham in the room.
Damn.
Yeah.
He said it smelled like ham in the room.
Right.
She might bust you in the head with a pan for that. Damn.
Right, but you wouldn't say that in her face. You wouldn't say that in public. You wouldn't say, but you'll say it behind closed doors.
Oh yeah, because everybody does it. Guys get together and talk about their significant other with their guy friends. Right. So yeah, and women do the same thing.
They do, and
women do the same.
Especially if your let's say your friend is like he fat. A real friend would be like, yo, you need to lose some weight. But like if some people don't want to hurt anybody's feelings, so they won't tell their friend to their face. But then again, they behind their back saying like, yo, this nigga big as hell. He just let himself go. So that's one of the things that people say they definitely say behind closed doors. That's one of the things they definitely say behind closed doors is fat shaming, for real, and especially in the media, people get dragged too. They be like, why you so mean? Why you doing that? Like I'm like, well, that person needs to lose weight. They not healthy. And like Marquis said, today you can't really say anything.
Yep. PC, politically correct.
Political correct. So, that was our top 5 things we wouldn't say behind closed doors. I mean, that we wouldn't say in public, that we would say behind closed doors.
Yep.
We're about to take a quick commercial break. Topic is crazy. We'll be back in 2.2.
But we were young. Now I look at Billboard like, is you dumb? To this day, grandma afraid what I might say. They gonna have to kill me, grandmama, I'm not their slave. Check out the bazaar, rapping style used by me. The HOV look.
And we're back. For now, we pretty much just gonna summarize everything we discussed.
Right.
We're gonna talk about the consequences.
Right.
Well, we're gonna elaborate more on those consequences of speaking so freely in public.
Right.
Because that's pretty much what it is.
People say America is the land of the free. People say free speech all the time, but there are consequences for your actions when you speaking freely. And a lot of people got in trouble. You see, Kevin Hart, he said something pretty much years ago about homosexuality, and he's being dragged now. Like he's not even he can't host the Oscars for that.
Yeah,
because he said that. And Don Lemon said he need to apologize. I'm like, wait a minute. People can't change. People can't evolve. Why are people getting in trouble for things that they said in the past? Everybody make mistakes, especially if you're young. You're young, you're dumb. You ever heard that term, young and dumb? Like, you learn it. But it seems like people they're not getting a second chance for that. You know, we grew up in a culture that really wasn't no filter. Like rap culture, I'm sorry to say, back then, it was pretty much rape culture was some of the stuff they said was borderline crazy. Like talking about rape culture and everything, it was borderline crazy. And you could go way further than that. Like in the 60s, they had it was a Christmas song. You hear this Christmas song? It's like beautiful, right? Mm-hmm. But the Christmas song, the dude was saying like, "It's cold outside," and then y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. It's a Christmas song. Basically, the dude is saying, "It's cold outside. Let me give you a drink and whatever." And I guess the drink makes her sleepy. So it's wild, crazy. You hear this? If you hear it now, you be like, "Is this dude trying to drug her and whatever, and try to get her back in the house?" It's a Christmas song. I'm gonna put it. Don't worry about that. I'm gonna put it in the comments so you can see. It's a wild, crazy. I couldn't believe what I was hearing. But you see the time that we was back then, like stuff was like that. It was like regular. Now, unacceptable now. Unacceptable now. I'm not with it either. But I'm just saying, back in the day, some of these things was just accepted. Like even the racial slurs, like. You be called nigga coming around the street. Like, what you doing, nigga boy, and all that joint.
Damn.
Yeah. Back in the day, especially in the South.
Oh, yeah, we know about that. But I'm curious about that damn Christmas song you talking about.
I swear, because I guess the guy, whoever made that song is getting sued. I heard this on the news. I was like, whoa. They really said it. Basically, he was giving the girl a drink, and it was making her sleepy. Something it's crazy. It's wild, crazy. That's what you look at. You like, wow. Like this was some of the stuff that, you know, we just didn't care about back then. But now, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. There's a lot of movements out here. It's nothing like that's going down.
I'm gonna look for that song. I'm dead. Like I want to know who let that slide.
I'll put it in here. Don't even worry about it. I'll put it in the video. But yeah, like Keith, like what you think about, like as far as like celebrities, like do you think they should get a pass for something that they may have did back in the day, and they getting pretty much destroyed now? Like it's affecting work. Like even with Bill Cosby, even though Bill Cosby deserved time, but for what he did, you know, but he's prison for life now.
Damn. Well, what I would say is, depending on the severity of what it was, obviously something like Bill Cosby, if he really was out there raping women, you go to jail.
You deserve to get locked up.
But for somebody that said something like, I don't know, like, I don't like gay people or something like that. They said that years ago. They made a funny comment. Like you said, if you grow and you evolve, your point of view changes.
Right.
You pretty much grow up.
Right.
And you learn. Then it's like, I don't know if you should be like hung for that. I mean, it should be brought up. we should talk about it. But if you're in a different space, if that's not you anymore, if you're better than that now, I don't know if you should get like completely taken out of whatever you're doing.
But let's say, because the show is locker room talk. Let's say, like, all right, they said that, but let's say they say that behind closed doors, like on a regular.
Oh, then you wildin' then. You wildin' then. So,
because some of the things that people say that they may say back in the day, they probably say behind closed doors. They probably just they know the game, they know the repercussions for their actions, so they be like, I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna put myself in a situation that I'm gonna slip up and say something like that. Because some of these celebrities, they do mean what they say. They do mean what they say. That's like Donald Trump, when he was like, if you want, like I said, if you got money, just grab the girl, her vagina. Grab her vagina. If you have money, just grab it. That's really Trump. That's really Trump. And he said that back in 2004. So a lot of these celebrities, they do mean what they say, though. They do mean what they say. Some of them do. I don't know. What about somebody say the N-word, like on Twitter, like mad years ago? They was like, like these damn N-words is always doing this, right? They say that. Should they get dragged? Well,
yeah. Yeah. Then you should be good. If that's not you anymore, if you know better now, you're in a different headspace, like I said, that's fine. But I'm just saying, I like my racism up close and in my face. I want to know.
Just tell me so I can know how to play you.
Yeah.
Like I said,
just keep it real. But if that was you in the past and you're totally different now, no, it is what it is. You made some mistakes.
Yeah,
you deserve the benefit of the doubt at this point if you change. But if you still like that, then you get what you get.
Right. That's all I'm saying.
What you get.
Yeah, but we're gonna wrap it up. Y'all let us know what's some of the things that y'all wouldn't say in public, but y'all say in closed doors. Hit us up on the comments, of course. I want to give a quick shout out to D.A. Willis Podcast. Go check him out on Apple, Spotify, all them different platforms, and check out his podcast. His joint is dope. And he also got a show called Ain't No Teller. Ain't No Teller with Dave B, his co-host. So, you make sure you check that out. Anything you want to promote?
Oh, yeah. Mask On Photos on IG.
Yeah, follow him.
Anybody in the LA area need that photo taken, the professional photo, you want to do a photo shoot, Mask On Photos on Instagram.
Right.
That's what you want to follow. Check them out.
Also, follow us on IG, on the dotted line 18. Follow us. And please check out all our episodes on Apple, Spotify. Just click the link below.
Anchor.
Please.
Stitcher.
We got the dopest episodes out, man. And please subscribe to our channel. It's been real. Marquise will give us a quick final thought right now.
Well, the final thought is what I always say, and I'm going to keep saying it. Love yourselves, because nobody is going to do it like you, and nobody has to do it. So please, love yourself.
Indeed. My name is Deshaun Lyons, and this is
Marquise Taylor.